Hi, my name is Messerschmidt, PDGA number 58814, and I'm going to do the in the bag out here right before NYKQUAY. I haven't quite got my Daredevil shipment yet, so this is kind of just what I've been throwing in the off season and just working stuff into the bag. So I'm going to start off with my putters. My putting putters are all KC 12-time AVRs. These two orange ones are basically practice. I've been putting with these two pink ones right here in tournaments, but I like to have 4 on me just so when I can pull the bag out and just start popping putts in from wherever I'm at. My throwing putters, I got 4 throwing putters in the bag right now. For backhands, I'm throwing the Owl on pretty much everything, like 250 and in. And then if the Owl is maybe a little too overstable for the shot, I have my Banger GT. It's a little more flippy. I know it's not going to come back so hard. The Owl's got a little bit of fade to it. And then I also bag a medium harp, which I throw forehand and backhand. If the Owl's not stable enough, I'll go with the harp. And then if the zone is too stable for a forehand, then I'll throw the harp on a forehand as well. So the harp's probably the most versatile disc, or versatile putter I have in my bag right now. And then if it gets really windy or if it's just a short forehand, I throw the flex zone for sure on pretty much every one of those shots. Starting with my mids, we'll go most stable. Right now I got 2 drones in the bag. I got a TI GLO drone from the Discraft Great Lakes Open, and then I have a Z Flex zone right here, or drone right here. They're both pretty overstable. I can trust them into the wind. I really like that about them. They're not quite as overstable as a Gator or like a Justice, so they fly a little bit better. So like smooth annies and just flat shots that get left really quick. Other than that, I got a couple rocks in my bag for the rest of it. I got a Rock 3. This is the most stable of the bunch. Probably goes the farthest out of all my mid-ranges. And then after that, I got like a mid-grade stable rock and then a very flippy DX rock that if I need any left to right moving shot, this is the rock that I go with. Starting into some slower speed drivers, I carry 2 triple X's. Shout out to Ricky Wysocki for giving me this one last weekend. It's definitely working out really well. Pretty stable. The gold lines I think are a little less stable than these Optos, but this Opto is a weird one and it's really flippy for some reason. So if this is too stable for the shot, then I definitely go with the Opto triple X. After that, we got a couple of forehand discs for me. Firebird, Champion Firebird. I just got this. It's pretty beefy. I think it's a 12-time for sure. Not exactly what run, but definitely very overstable. Any kind of headwind shots or forehand shots. And then Glow Max. Pretty much strictly forehands unless it's like a ripping headwind, then I'll throw it backhand. And then I also have the Daredevil Mammoth, which is like pretty much the same thing as a Firebird, but because of the flexibility, I use it for like spike shots that when it hits the ground, it just kind of like takes all the energy and it doesn't really move too much. So it's more like a lawn dart, throwing lawn darts. After that, go to the Sabertooth. I carry 2 Flex Performance Line Sabertooths, or excuse me, High Performance Line Sabertooths. They're both pretty stable. They're about the same right now. They're comparable to like a PD. They're pretty much really good headwind discs, and they're really good for like hard annies that flex shots and stuff like that. Moving on to some higher speed stuff. Probably the 2 flippiest discs in my bag right now would be the Ballista. This is pretty much what I'm throwing all my rollers with. If I have like a huge tailwind, I'll throw this backhand, but this is almost strictly rollers at this point. If that's too flippy, if that's too flippy, I'll go with the Flow, which is a little straighter. I really like this disc. I was surprised when I got it at how straight and how straight qualities it has. You just you don't really have to throw it very hard, and it'll go a long way if you just give it a little bit. Next up would definitely be, real quick, Culverin also fits in with those flippy discs. This one's probably the most understable in my bag right now, besides that Ballista. It fits right in between the Ballista and the Culverin. And then, just for distance, all I have right now is a PD2, which is the most overstable I'm carrying. This one pretty much is not going right in any conditions, any headwind. It's just going to go left. Right behind that I got an Enforcer that's also very stable, but this one will fly a little bit more. That one's more just like 400. This one will fly a little bit more than that. After that, I got a Fusion Defender, which this is when I'm throwing backhand for like my main, you know, if I'm trying to get over 500, I'm throwing this, or if I have a forehand, a distance forehand, this is the only thing I'm trusting right now on that line. And my most flippy distance disc right now is a Biofusion Enforcer. So any kind of tailwind shots or, you know, long S shots, I'm definitely throwing the Enforcer. But that's what's in my bag. Stay tuned this weekend for the NYKQUAY Memorial, and I think it's going to be a good weekend. So thanks for watching, you guys.